Hey there once again, Wildcat fans. Welcome back to another LC Coaches Show as we talk with our head men's basketball coach, Reni Mason. I'm Brad Welburn, and I got plenty to discuss. Couple games since our last conversation, including a win. Very exciting times there earlier this week. And we got two more big games coming up this week. Very excited about playing here at HOS, so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But Coach, let's get thoughts on the last couple games. We did play twice since our
last Thursday and Monday.
Right. So a win and a loss there in that against a very good Dallas team, right? We talked about it, how playing them back to back, there's some different dynamics there, but they came out and they showed why they're pretty good.
They are what they are.
Yeah.
They're the number one team in our league. They'll probably win the conference championship. The coach there has done a tremendous job of recruiting. If you've ever been to UTD, it's a beautiful place to go visit, and I can see why some of the kids are attracted there. And so, very tough opponent for us. I thought our kids ran out of gas a little bit. It's the first time in about 4 or 5 games where I felt like we didn't have a strong push. And that's not abnormal, but good to see our guys bounce back on Monday.
Yeah, like you said, bounce back very well. Much different game for the matchup on Monday night than it was a couple weeks ago in Jackson, where it was more of a defensive, primary shots and trying to find the right shot. And on Monday, it was just, if you got a ball, shoot it kind of thing. Everybody was going for it.
Definitely not what what I'm used to. It's funny, a lot of my coaching buddies pinged me, and wow, you gave up 97 points. There's no one playing defense in Pineville. Seriously, though, it's a very well-played basketball game. Belhaven, to their credit, they absolutely shot the lights out of the basketball. We were fortunate enough to be able to answer that. Yeah. We got down a little bit, we got up a little bit, but when you're shooting that basketball at that high clip, it's amazing sometimes to sit back and watch. What can you say about LaShard Powell? Freshman out of Atlanta, scores 33 points, 32 points for the game. I don't know if we survive if we don't have his 22 in the first half, but more importantly, got 32 points on 15 shots. That's not a lot of shots to score 32 points on. Shot exceptionally well from the free throw line. Enough can't be said about Devon Washington, 11 for 13. Finishes the game, I think, with 25 points, but more importantly, had 10 or 11 rebounds that were critical. Unsung hero in the game on Monday, Timothy Stokes. 11 points, 9 assists, big steal right there at the end of the game. Big, his game has been up and down this year, but I just can't say enough about the resilience of our young men. It's been a tough year. Night in and night out to come up close and not able to finish the deal sometimes, but still to come home and get a win, it felt just as good as any other win. So happy for our guys.
Yeah, it's funny. You talk about LaShard going for 32, Devon 25, Travis gets a double-double as well. But that one play, and it was late in the fourth quarter, they had got the ball with a chance to take the lead after we had just tied it, and Tim just picks the pocket, goes in for the easy layup.
We always talk about defense, and there wasn't a lot played in that game, but he made a play when he had to. I'm glad you mentioned Travis Schultz's name. Probably played a total of 48 minutes his freshman year. Now I can't imagine not having him on the floor. Such a tremendous young man, does well in the classroom. The ideal mentor for any young man. Would love for my 11-year-old son to pattern his life after Travis Schultz. He deserves a lot of credit for why this basketball team has stayed together. I'm very, very happy for him with the type of season he's had. Yeah,
he got some big rebounds in the game too. Hit some big time shots for sure. So he'll definitely be a guy to keep on to watch for the rest of this season. He's got another year left.
He does.
That's very exciting for sure. 2 more games coming up this week. Of course, very excited to play at HOS for the first time for the guys for the first time this season. We got the Fieldhouse coming up on Thursday night against Laterno, and then we'll play ETBU on Saturday. So outside of the semantics and X's and O's of the game, I know you mentioned it the past couple of times, but just good to be able to play at HOS.
Excited to be home.
Yeah.
It's been a long road. Sometimes you don't realize the importance of being at home, but our guys are excited. We'll practice here today with the anticipation of a big crowd tomorrow. And we look forward to just playing in the old field house.
Yeah.
We're excited about being at HOS.
Talk a little bit about the challenges of Laterno. They're currently top spot in the East. On track to win the East. Very good shooting team and just a really good squad.
Dallas, Laterno, ETBU.
Yeah.
You could take your choice. Very, very good basketball programs. Dan Miller had the highest regard of respect for Laterno's basketball coach. He's a lifer. He's been around basketball all his life. Gets his guys to play extremely hard. It'll be a tough game for us, but we'll have a 6-man tomorrow, being with our crowd. A year ago, we were probably in this same situation, and we ran off about 4 or 5 at home. And I think Dallas, Laterno, and ETBU were in the same spot in the standings this time a year ago. So we're just excited. Everyone come out and support the Wildcats Thursday and Saturday night. Our guys would really appreciate it. Our young ladies would really appreciate it. It's hard for them to be on the road and not have fans. We're excited about being home and seeing our people.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of magic in HOS. You watch a few games in there from time to time. Some crazy kind of stuff sort of happens. So you never want to miss out on that. But yeah, tip off for the girls game is Thursday night at 5:30. The guys will follow immediately after that, about 7:30 or so. Then of course 2 o'clock for the women's game on Saturday. About 4 o'clock tip-off for the guys on Saturday afternoon against ETBU. For whatever reason you can't make it, we'll have live stats and stream available on our website as well, so be on the lookout for that as the Wildcats play their first 2 and last 2 games at HOS this season. We got 4 games left, 2 more at the Coliseum next week, which we will talk about in next week's show. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again, Coach, for stopping by. I'm Brad Welburn. We'll see you next time.